Korea was the trip of a lifetime. I'm still wondering how I got so lucky to have Korean friends who very kindly showed me their country's history. In this video, I'm going to cover Sejong of Joseon, Buddhism, and Gyeongbokgung Palace. Stick around if you're interested in discovering how the past has shaped Korea's present. To see what life was like in Korea's past, I went with my friend Michelle to a Korean folk village. Here, I learned about life during the Joseon dynasty, the last dynastic kingdom of Korea established in 1392. Sejong of Joseon was the fourth ruler of the Joseon dynasty. Under his rule, the dynasty saw an array of social reforms and technological and scientific advancements. Basically, old Sejong here helped create a strong sense of Korean national identity and culture. He introduced the Korean alphabet, or Hangul, in an effort to improve literacy rates among the lower classes. At the folk village, you can't miss the Pungmul performance, the most common form of musical expression during the Joseon dynasty, and honestly, way better than any modern street performance I've ever seen. In Korea, I had my first contact with Buddhism, but don't think Korea is a Buddhist country. The majority of people are not religious. The Joseon dynasty promoted the ideals of Confucianism. Yes, as in the Confucius you learned about in history class. This was his system of thought. Anyway, the Joseon dynasty preferred the secular aspect of Confucianism and suppressed Buddhism for its mysticism. Buddhist temples, as a result, had to pack up and leave city centers and move out to more sparsely populated areas such as mountains. I visited Naksansa, a seaside temple, which felt like stepping into a utopian paradise. I really recommend checking it out and the neighboring city of Sukcho. Anyway, the effects of adopting Confucianism in Korean society were profound. We can see this in Korea's deep appreciation for education, its age-based social hierarchy, and its strict gender roles which have disenfranchised women. I'll unpack that one more later. Just behind the gloriously golden statue of Sejong is Gyeongbokgung Palace, the symbolic heart of the Joseon dynasty and consequently Korean art, culture, and society. Constructed in 1395, it was the home of the kings of the dynasty. Today, it is a space where the present meets the past. My friend Jinny was kind enough to take me there, where we received free entry since we were dressed in hanbok, or traditional Korean clothes. At Gyeongbokgung, I was introduced to the next phase of Korean history. Japan occupied Gyeongbokgung in 1894, capturing the spiritual heart of Korea. The story that touched me the most about the palace was of Empress Myeongseong. In 1895, a group of Japanese agents stormed the already occupied palace. Their mission was to assassinate the Empress. Before the Japanese imperial forces arrived, Myeongseong disguised herself in courtly lady attire. The Japanese scoured the palace, demanding her whereabouts. The royal family resisted, hoping their empress could escape. But they only prolonged the inevitable. The Korean palace forces were overwhelmed. Eventually, Empress Myeongseong was brutally murdered. Emperor Gojong was forced to flee. The imperial family would never return to Gyeongbokgung. Gyeongbokgung is beautiful. It reminded me, though, that behind every place we document nowadays, there lies a story waiting to be rediscovered. And to respect a place is to understand it. In the next video, I'll talk more about life after Japan officially annexed Korea. Specifically, we'll head to Sodaemun prison, where the Japanese held Korean independence activists. After that, we'll head to the DMZ. See you next time.